Salute, salute. Now, first and foremost, most importantly, I want my good white brothers and sisters to overlook this message because it is not for you, but it isn't intended for racist white farmers. Those farmers out of Nebraska, those farmers out of Louisiana that's calling for black people to come work their farms. Listen, no matter how much you whitewash history, no matter how much you take the word slave out of history books in American schools and replace it with workers and immigrants, in which we were never immigrants, it doesn't change the fact that you pretty much just admitted who really built America. But if we were to ask for reparations, you tell us you've never owned a slave. Why do you have to pay for what your ancestors did over 200 years ago, right? But now you're calling for black people to return to the plantation because you can no longer pay those illegals and you don't have the melanin to be out in the sun to do it yourself. And you're only offering $11 an hour. And the fact that you're even asking black people to return back to your fields, aren't you pretty much admitting who really built America and why it couldn't have been you? So if we say reparations, y'all tell us y'all never had a slave, but you call us back to your fields, so now's a good time to tell y'all, well, we've never been a slave. Why must we do what our ancestors did? If you don't want to pay for what your ancestors did, we definitely don't want to return to the jobs that you forced our ancestors to do because, well, we've elevated from that. We are emancipated. We are free people. We do have jobs. We own our own businesses. We're bigger and better than what we used to be. See, our ancestors stood for something, fought for something, went through something. We could never, ever disappoint our ancestors. Pick your own crops. The racism must stop. Ashe.